I've always been interested in public service. I thought I wanted to go into diplomacy when I was at the School of Foreign Service at Georgetown. But then I became really interested in my studies and I decided to pursue a PhD. But that interest in public service was always there. And I was asked to run in Montgomery in 2016. I decided ultimately that it was a good opportunity and that there was nothing better than serving my community. And so I decided to run that year as a write-in, and I didn't win, but I was really honored that people went in and wrote my name in. It's not always an easy name to spell, and there were 500 people who did that, and that really meant a lot to me. And so again, I ran in 2017, and that's when I won my seat on the Township Committee. I've really enjoyed getting to know so many members of our community and the people who work for our township, and also various nonprofit organizations that are related to our town. And one of the things that I've been working on since I got on the committee was this Montgomery Mosaic organization, which has held meetings in different houses of worship, and we're also planning to hold them in different spaces. Community building is really what I'm passionate about, is bringing people together who might not otherwise know each other. And I think this is something that we need in our community, in every community, right now perhaps more than ever. And so I hope that in this role I can continue that purpose, bringing people together, encouraging more transparency. And as someone who has a background in education, I really think civic engagement and education is my passion. Communication has been something that I have been really committed to, and I think that that's really connected to civic engagement. So I'll be establishing a committee to deal specifically with communication and make sure that we are getting to people in our town who use various different ways of getting their news and information, and making sure that we're up to date and reaching people where they are in the best way possible. Something that I've discussed in the past and that I plan to implement is having some town hall meetings that are not necessarily at township committee meetings, but beyond that, that might reach people who are unable to come at the night of the township committee meeting. Organizing focus groups, for example, related to the library and the municipal building that's going to be going up, and making sure that it represents the needs and desires of as many different members of our community as possible. And you know, Montgomery is full of very dedicated people who have great ideas, and we should be gaining as much as we can and making sure that we get all the feedback that we can. So I've put together a transition team since there has been a change in party leadership of the Township Committee, and there are bound to be many changes that will be taking place. And one of the things that I am very focused on is making sure that the boards and commissions for our town have as much diverse representation as possible. And that's why I think communication is so crucial, because otherwise people are just complaining to their neighbors or to their friends or posting something somewhere and no one's hearing it, who could actually change it. And that's where I would like to kind of shift things, that instead of thinking, well, I'll just rant about it, if you bring it to us, we will do our best to address that. And really, for me, it is all about the people. We're really blessed to have a wonderful administration and people who work for our township who really care. And getting to know them has been a real honor. And also seeing the ways in which politics is the art of the possible and governing is the art of the possible. You can never do everything. You need to make decisions based on your values, as I said again. So for me, it really is about putting people first and thinking about what can serve our community best. And my decision-making process is always collaborative, so I will get as many perspectives as I can. And that's what I hope to continue doing in my role as mayor.